There are very few people. Valentine had that ability just with a stare to get a reaction. The Sheik was one guy who, he never talked, always had a manager, whether it was the Farouk or whoever that spoke for him, and he wasn't like a physically imposing guy. He wasn't that big physically, but he would wear that typical, he was Lebanese, he would wear the thing with the head thing around the head and keep his head down, and when he would look at you, he would look at you, fire in his eyes. And if somebody can possibly intimidate you with a look, he had that intensity about him that, you know, even if you weren't standing having a conversation and he walked into a room and he turned, and if he singled you out, you know, and looked at you and stared, he'd make you want to take a couple steps back or leave the room. He just had, in the wrestling business, we refer to it as it. What is it? I can't tell you what it is. Probably the closest thing would be, I can't think of it. It's just it. Something that person has that everybody else doesn't have. Later on, the Sheik came in for a series of matches, and just in the dressing room talking about it, I told Sheik, actually, I said I really wanted to be a wrestler someday, and maybe this is as far as my dreams are going to carry me. And Sheik says, well, hey man, I promote Michigan, Ohio. Get your tights, come on out, I'll put you in the ring, see what you can do. And I just, shocked, didn't expect that conversation, just making casual conversation. I called the Sheik, and you know, a lot of people knock the Sheik, you know, oh, he didn't pay that well and this and whatever. Just like I never met Nick Goulas, a lot of guys knocked Nick Goulas for whatever. And I learned very early on to never judge anybody, promoter, other wrestler, whatever, except based on my personal experience. And so the Sheik was good to his word when I called, and he said, when's the weekend? I said, okay. The match they put me in was a single match with Killer Kowalski. So I have if I was scripting my life to say my first professional single match was against Killer Kowalski, TV, and I remember thinking, even in a TV match, it probably was the closest I thought that I ever come to dying in the ring.